Welcome, 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 welcome. It's the Air Hustling Podcast. Your host, James, Eric. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of 10 at 10 with EHP. I am Eric Smith. That's my right-hand man, James Montgomery. And again, welcome. Mr. Montgomery, how goes things over there in the great state of Georgia?
Man, it's some interesting times, that's for sure. We're going to get to that in a little bit, but I know you want to kick us off with something going up there in Detroit.
Absolutely. So as per Fox 2 News, the Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy had came out with an interesting concept. She has put together a list consisting of police officers that are not allowed to testify in court for various reasons. So you can view that over at the Fox 2 website, and we also have it at the Ear Hustling podcast website. Some of the reasons why a person would get disqualified from testifying as a police officer, essentially for breaking the law, either giving false testimony, previously had been arrested, and then there's all sorts of other things. This first list, there's 35 officers, not just Detroit, but also Highland Park and various other cities within Wayne County. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I'm sitting here looking at this list, and you're right, we're going to post this after this show on the Ear Hustling Podcast Facebook page. I'm looking through this list. Tyrone Kemp, Detroit Police Department, fraudulent activity. Richard Billingsley, Detroit Police Department, obstruction of justice. Harold Roshan, Detroit Police Department, misconduct in office. Kevin Dow, Wayne County Sheriff Department, embezzlement. Last one, Sheila Reed, Detroit Police Department, theft and dishonesty. You got dishonesty and false statements. You got theft and dishonesty, fraudulent activity, larceny, bribery, federal conviction, untruthfulness. I got one question. Why in the hell are they still carrying a badge and a gun?
You know what? I don't know, but I'm going to assume that there's probably going to be more from Kim Worthy and her office in regard to these people and their employment. So, hey, where can I get away with all sorts of stuff like that and stay at my job? I don't know, but I found that it was very interesting that the timing of it, with all of the stuff that's going on. So, you know what, kudos for her and her office for addressing this issue and getting ahead of any potential, I guess you could say, landmines that possibly could blow up from this.
Exactly. You got Lincoln Park, Van Buren Township, Harper Woods, Inkster, Highland Park. You got a little bit of all organizations in the police department. I think this is ridiculous. Everyone's human. I get it. But why should they still be having their job? You got someone that can't testify in court due to false statements and theft and dishonesty and embezzlement, but yet and still this person can say they pulled me over because of whatever reason. I have a problem with that. But we're definitely going to talk more about that after the show. Please let your comments be heard. Definitely want to hear that. Eric, I got something else for you, man. We're going to try to keep this within 10 minutes as usual. Check this out down here in Georgia. So last week, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms reached out to Governor Kemp and asked him, can they put local law, if you will, into effect, making it mandatory that all local residents, anyone out in public, wear a face mask for our own protection, for everyone's protection. The governor said no. Other local governments went ahead and passed it without asking, like the city of Athens, which is where I'm at right now, coming from Athens, Georgia, at our son's apartment, spending a few days with him. And they made it mandatory. So Keisha Lance Bottoms said, screw this. I'm going to look out for the best interests of Atlanta residents. She tested positive for COVID-19. So she mandated it's now legally obligated for us to wear face masks in public in Atlanta. in public venues, public areas. Well, guess what Governor Kemp did yesterday? He signed an executive order overruling all local government. So now we no longer have to wear a mask while in public. What are your thoughts on that? And then we're going to get into the business aspect, because businesses are still making it mandatory. But what do you think about the governor overriding local government?
I think that politics was involved. I think that we elected these officials for a reason. Whether you agree with the party affiliation or not, common sense is common sense. So I think that the big brothers should stay out of little brothers' way, let them govern their area.
The way I see it is, Republicans always say, and I've told you before, I voted both Democrat and Republican just based off of those different circumstances. So I'm not really aligned to either party. But Republicans always say that they want less government. Then why in the hell did you butt your nose into this? That's just the question I have. So here's another question for you. What are your thoughts on businesses, big companies like Walmart, and some other businesses are making it mandatory? Sam's Club just announced it's going to be mandatory for you have to wear a mask coming into their business. My quick thought, people have signs that says no shirt, no shoes, no service, and no one has a problem with that. They put their shirt on, they put their shoes on to get service. Why not be okay with making it mandatory for someone to wear a mask so we can keep everyone safe? But what are your thoughts?
You know what, this is America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. So, hey, if somebody doesn't like the fact that a Walmart or a Target or whoever requires you to wear a mask, don't go.
Very simple. You know what this means, right?
What's that?
There's going to be a Karen sighting very soon. We're going to see Karen somewhere at Walmart demanding why it's her right to go into Walmart without a mask on and putting other people in danger. People say, you're wearing a mask. Doesn't yours work? Why do I have to wear one? And I had a great conversation with my son yesterday, and he said people don't really get it. The mask that you're wearing isn't necessarily for the protection of others necessarily. It's make sure that you keep your shit to yourself.
Exactly. Very well put.
Yep.
Very well put.
Yep. Well, Eric, it's interesting we're talking about the mask because Monday's show is going to be a really, really good show. I'm kind of hesitant to say good. The topic is very interesting. We're going to have a panel once again. We love our panels, don't we?
We do. We're
going to have a panel of individuals on, some people that have actually survived COVID-19. They've actually had it themselves. We even have someone in the medical field that has firsthand experience with people that has COVID-19. So it's going to be a great show. They're going to come on. They're going to talk about it, hopefully educate us, educate the listeners on what to kind of look out for and be on the lookout for so we can keep everyone safe.
Yes, and that's the reason why we should wear the mask. Wear the mask, it's common sense. It's like going outside and you got sensitive skin, putting sunscreen on. It's like having protective sex with a condom. You run a risk of catching something if you don't wear your mask. So that's the best analogy that I have. Hey, I don't care who sends the order. 45 could send an order. If the orders make sense, the orders make sense. Stop making everything a damn political issue and just wear your mask.
Or as you just said, wear the condom on your face.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I got from what you said, Eric. But Monday, 7 p.m., Facebook Live, listen in to us. Last thing, Eric, I just thought about this. 2 major counties here in Georgia have pushed back the start date of school, and they're going to start 100% virtually. So that's big news down here as well. So we'll see what's happening. But you got anything before we close?
Yeah, up here in Michigan, we're still up in the air. So I think virtually, in my opinion, it's the best way to start. Now you've got enough time where you could transition into everything, and it's not a big sudden move. So kudos to Georgia for doing it, and hopefully more states follow suit.
Awesome. Well, man, it's been a pleasure. These 10 minutes go by really quick. So sign us off. You ready?
Absolutely. James, sign us off.
All right. As usual, y'all, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening in. It's come from our mouths to your ears. Thanks for listening to 10 to 10 with EHP. Talk to you on Monday.
Stay safe, America, and wear your mask.
Peace.